Hello again, it's Lock Noob. Over the years, I've made a lot of videos and it got me thinking, what's my personal favourites? Not the ones that have got me the most views or are the most informative, but the ones I really liked creating. It was very hard with so many videos I'm fond of, but I think these are my top 10 and all the links will be down below in the description. So in no particular order, let's start with pick every type of lock. I really wanted to catalogue how to pick every different major type of lock, from pin tumblers to warded locks, disc detainers and beyond. It took an inordinate amount of time to put together, but I was really proud of the results and it was really fun to put together. Next up is a video called 101 Things Every Lockpicker Should Know. It actually started as a top 10 video of me cataloguing all the little tips, tricks and pieces of wisdom I've picked up over the years, but it exploded into more than 100 different things. The more I added, the more I thought of. It was a real brain dump and extremely cathartic to make, despite the amount of filming it took to generate all of that backdrop footage. I just had to include I buy my lockpicks from a pet store, should you? It's ultimately just a video about making a lockpick. But it was great going from such a silly idea where I bought the materials to make a working pick from a pet store to ending up with a genuinely nice looking and functional lockpick at the end. I did another video where I made a lockpick from materials from a pharmacy, and it's a series I really want to revisit. Every way to pick a lock was a bit of a passion project. I just wanted to record every way I knew to pick a standard pin tumbler lock. Turns out there were over 25 ways, and I'll have to update the video in the future as I've thought of at least 2 more non-destructive techniques to add to the list. This again took many hours to put together, but I achieved everything I set out to do and I really like it. 5-minute crafts have to stop lockpicking edition is a must add to this list as it was just so fun to film. I was sent a link by a friend to a 5-minute crafts lockpicking video where the protagonist is using all sorts of crazy techniques to pick, bypass or destroy different locks, pretty much all of it being fake nonsense. In this video I recreated the techniques in turn to show how wrong it all was and just had a blast doing it. It was really funny. Make a cutaway lock in 45 minutes with no power tools? Well, that's a video I like because the outcome of the video resulted in such a nice handmade cutaway lock that I still use today. When I set out on making the video, I'd never done this technique before and I had very little time to plan and film that day, so it's all genuinely done, apart from the polishing, in well under an hour start to finish with no practice runs or do-overs. Retro Device Lock Extravaganza is a newish video that I had to include here as it was one of the most fun videos to put together, from sourcing the retro locks to figuring out how to pick them all using bobby pins and paper clips to writing a script and even using stock footage, which isn't something I really have tried before. The result was a video I was just really happy with, not least because it ties into one of my other passions, console gaming. Bad stock image redemption is another favourite just because of how fun it was to pull all the elements together. We've all seen the terrible lockpicking stock images out there, so I just had this idea to try and redeem them by using the same weird techniques they were showing, like lockpicking using 2 screwdrivers or using a file and a paperclip, to actually pick real locks. Yeah, it's a bit silly, but it puts a smile on my face every time I think about this one. From something silly to something serious, I wanted to include the Chubb Avalox mechanism history and picking video as it's the only deep dive into a particular lock that I've done. I became really interested in the Ava range of locks and how they worked a few years ago, and I realised that there wasn't any videos out there on this fascinating mechanism. So I used patent drawings, my own graphics and disassembled locks to put together a video I'm still really proud of. I should probably do more deep dives like this. My final choice has to be making a lockpick ring. I love it. In this video, I take a spare prototype stainless steel pick design that I'd laser cut and made it into a ring. Like the Cutaway Lock video, I had no real idea of what I was doing and hadn't silver soldered before, but the result was a ring that I still wear every day. I just really like this video as it reminds me to keep being creative, thinking out of the box, and just trying out ideas regardless of experience and skill, because you never know what you'll learn or what success you might have. So, those are my favourite Lock Noob videos. Are any of them your favourites too, or do you have others you like more? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to leave the video a like if you did, and I'll see you all next time.